Hey y'all, how you doing? Come on in the kitchen, let's fix some supper. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda, and you're watching A Taste of Country. And this evening, we're having a taste of meatloaf, broccoli casserole, and hopefully some mashed potatoes, if I have time. I just wanted to say that we still have a lot of snow, and the mail hasn't run in over 5 days. This is the second week that the trash has not been picked up, so I think everything has shut down. I hope everybody's doing good. So I'm going to use my chopper to chop my green pepper and my onion up small, because I don't want big chunks in my meatloaf, and I feel like that it doesn't take as long to cook. And I don't know if I'm going to use all of this green pepper or not. Now, I have said this so many times, and it's, I guess everybody wants to do what they want to do, and that's fine. I just like to give tips. When you cut your vegetables on the skin side, it's rough on the knife. And it's easier to cut on the inside flesh, I think. But, that's just a tip. Just to give you an idea. So I guess I will use all of this. It's a small green pepper. It's pretty small. I love this little thing. And then we're just gonna I wished I'd have got started a little earlier. I would have made some scalloped potatoes. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. And in this bowl here, I've got a pound of ground beef, and I've got some sweet Italian sausage. Now, I never have put this kind of sausage in my meatloaf. But I gotta bulk it up a little bit. And I think I'm gonna use, I don't know if I'm gonna use all of it yet. Let me see. It's sticky. Sticky. All right. And I normally buy different kinds of ground beef when I make my meatloaf, but I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta buy what you can afford, because I don't know where there's anywhere that the ground beef is gonna be any cheaper than Walmart. I think Food Line had some that was on sale, and when I went on their site, they were sold out. Everything is getting scarce. It just seems that way to me. So I'm just going to try to move this around a little bit. And it's probably going to be a little greasy, so I'll have to drain some of the grease before it finishes cooking in the oven. I've got some bread, some hot dog buns that I needed to use that I'm toasting up for my breadcrumbs for this meatloaf. Well, I might as well use the rest of it, because I think it's going to need it. I think I'm going to need it. All right. I'm going to put an egg. 1 egg. And some ketchup. And you can't get the daggone lid off of the thing. Daggone. And they got it sealed. See if that works. I got that. It's coming out in 2 streams. That's cool. And I'm gonna add some of these veggies, this green pepper and onion. Let me check my bread. I smell it. I usually like to toast my bread up, you know, on a low temperature for a little while. And that way it gets it really good and dehydrated, like real crispy. But I've been cleaning today and stuff, and I didn't get started early. Okay, so we got that in there. So that's 1 onion and 1 small green pepper, 1 egg, a pound of ground beef, and a pound of sweet Italian sausage. And like I said, I wished I'd have had 2 pounds of ground beef thawed out, but oh well, I didn't. I wasn't sure what I was going to cook for dinner. Add a little bit more ketchup. You can add tomato sauce if you want to. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of celery salt, because I like celery salt. We got some onion powder. Probably about a teaspoon. And some garlic powder. I don't want to put a whole lot. I don't want it to be over garlicky. And I need some Worcestershire. Some good old Worcestershire, probably about a tablespoon, because I like it. All right, and then I gotta add my bread, and I have made it with quick oats. I like that, it gives it a good texture. Okay, be right back. And I don't want to forget salt and pepper. A teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of pepper. Now that is 4 hot dog buns. No, 3 hot dog buns, excuse me. Now you can use regular bread. You can use breadcrumbs that's already, you know, made. Or you can use oatmeal, crackers, whatever you like. You can use it. And I toasted that up, and I'm gonna take this hand here and just go in here and mix it up. I wanna add a little bit more ketchup. because I don't want it to be dry. Just gonna get all that mixed up. And I'm gonna bake this at 375 until it's done. Probably an hour, I would think. And I have a special topping that I put on it after it cooks. I put it on and put it back in the oven. And it consists of brown sugar and some mustard and tomato sauce. And it is so good. All right, that's good enough. Let me wash my hands. All right. Got a casserole dish here. I love meatloaf. And I don't know why I'm just not crazy about meatballs. Because it's, you know, it's in the family there. And I reached 700 subscribers today. And then I looked and it was $6.99. So I think YouTube took one away. They do that when people aren't active. They'll go through there and take it away. So thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. I just want to try to make sure it's all together. I'll probably have to drain this halfway through the cooking of the grease. Okay. All right, that's pretty good, I guess. And I didn't grease it because I know that it's going to produce a lot of grease. My oven has preheated and I'm going to stick it in there, but I want to put some aluminum foil on it. And I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. All right, let's get started on the broccoli casserole. Now, I'm not the best at making broccoli casserole, but my daughter, Ashley, can make a great broccoli casserole. Okay, this recipe is part of Paula Deen's, but I add my own little twist to it. You gotta have 2 10-ounce bags of broccoli. Now, this is 10.8 ounces, and I'm using the bird's eye because I like it. And you can use whatever kind you like. And what happened to my knife? Oh, here it is. I was cutting the cheese. As Cheryl, my sister from another mister. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, 2 bags of this. All right. can't cut that up. Okay, I'm sorry. Cheryl came in and then the fire stick downstairs kind of went crazy. I had to go fix that. But anyway, I gave this a little bit of time to thaw out because I didn't want all those big whole pieces of broccoli in there, you know. Trying to break this up a little bit. I gave it a few minutes to kind of thaw out some because I really didn't want those great big pieces of broccoli. Okay. Alrighty. Now, so we got 2 bags, 10 ounce point something, but at least 10 ounces, 2 10-ounce bags of broccoli. And to that broccoli, we've got to add 1 cup of mayonnaise, and I'm adding a teaspoon of mustard for a little bit of zing. It just adds a little something, something. Alrighty. Then you have to have 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. And that's 1 can. And they're down there cutting up. She's showing him her videos of some stuff she does with graphic art. She does with the historical figures. I've showed you, some of you. Okay. Now after that, we've got to add 2 eggs beaten. That's 2 eggs. Okay. Get that in there. Alrighty. And I want to add a little bit of onion powder. You don't have to, but I would like to. I'm going to add a little bit of celery salt. About a ½ teaspoon. And let's mix this up a little bit. And then it calls for, it says 2 cups of crackers. The Ritz crackers, but I'm just not fond of the Ritz cracker topping, so I'm just going to do cheese. And I'll put some cheese in this also, and some salt and pepper. Alrighty, get it all mixed up. There we go. Okay. Salt and pepper. A teaspoon, ½ teaspoon of salt. About a ½ teaspoon of black pepper. And then you have to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So there's our 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And you got to have 1 cup of cheddar cheese. We'll save a little bit of that. And I have some Cracker Barrel sharp cheddar. So this is about 4 ounces. You don't have to do the white. You can just do the sharp cheddar, but I'm fond of the white. It's like a Vermont sharp cheddar. And mix that up really well. Okay, I think I got that pretty good. Save a little bit of that for the topping. And like I said, it calls for 2 cups of your Ritz crackers. And you know what? I think that two tablespoons of butter is supposed to go with the Ritz crackers. But that's okay. It'll just give this a little bit more richness. I got sidetracked, y'all. I don't like that big old piece of... There we go. Okay. All right, I got a buttered casserole, and it calls for 13 by 9. I'm not quite sure if that's... I think that's what size this is. And I buttered it. But the 2 tablespoons of butter, like I said, that I put in here was for the crackers. I got sidetracked. I had to take care of some stuff just now, and the fire stick downstairs wasn't working. The TV downstairs is not a smart TV. The ones up here are, and we like to watch TV downstairs. And I had to go down there and fix it. And I had to put my old fire stick, plug it back in because the new one stopped working. And it's fairly new. It's only a couple of months old, so I don't think I'm gonna have to contact Amazon about that. Alrighty, so let's scrape this off. And I'm gonna bake this for a few minutes before I put the cheese on it, so it won't, you know, burn. And you gotta cook this for 30 to 40 minutes. So here we go. I do want to cover this. I'm gonna have to turn my oven down to 350. 350, did I say that? 350 degrees. So as you can see, I've got a lot of grease that I have got to pour off of this. Double that, that's hot. Well, that's a lot of grease. Okay, now I'm gonna make my topping and put on it. All right, y'all, I do not have any tomato sauce, so I'm just gonna have to do ketchup. But what I do is I just use some ketchup, some brown sugar, and some mustard. And just mix that up. A couple of tablespoons of ketchup, a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar, about a tablespoon of yellow mustard. And I usually make a lot more than this, but my meatloaf is not that big, so. And I'm gonna taste it. And that's great. And you just wanna spoon it over your meatloaf. If I don't turn my phone over. Cheryl, I am hungry.
Me too, and I'm getting warm.
I haven't eaten.
Meatloaf being made.
I haven't eaten all day, and it's making my tummy hurt.
All I've had is this little sandwich, so.
All right, y'all, so there we go. It is ready to be put back in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, just to let it get caramelized. Okay, guys, here's my meatloaf. And I want to keep it warm. And I'm working on my potatoes. And there's Cheryl. And then got my broccoli casserole in there. Hey. Say hey, Cheryl. All right, here's my broccoli casserole. See it? It's sizzling. Y'all hear it? Just got that out of the oven. And my creamed potatoes. Ta-da! Leftover brownie pudding. And my meatloaf. Y'all saw that. And my Jiffy cornbread with some cheese inside of it. So we're just about ready to eat, y'all. Just about ready. Hey, y'all. So here's my plate. Ta-da! Look at that broccoli casserole. And, is it good?
Yeah.
They ain't saying much, so it must
Oh,
be.
is that good?
It's that good. So I will post the recipes in the description box. Thank you for watching A Taste of Country, and I'll see you soon. Say bye.
Uh,